All right guys, so this week we got a filthy 1950 International pickup truck we're gonna bring back in detail. If you remember last week on the Dodge 440, we hinted this truck on. So now we're here to pick it up and get it into the trailer and detail it. But first we're gonna talk to the owner, Tim. Why'd you park the truck?
Well, we just, we got another one. It was the farm truck, and it was getting kind of long in the tooth, and we got a new truck, and this one just got parked in the shed, and it's been there ever since.
Right. What year did you park it?
Probably about 1978.
So pretty similar time.
Yeah, pretty similar time to the car. Yeah.
Right. And what relation do you have with Mark?
Mark is my brother.
He's your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Mark's brother from the 440 that we did last week, and he gave to his son. Yep. So yeah, cool to do the family's vehicles here. What motor does it have in it?
It has 220 cubic inch 6-cylinder. It's called the Silver Diamond engine. Was the first year for the overhead valve for the International. They used that engine until the end of light truck production at International, which was 1975. My dad bought it about 1963. It was my grandfather's truck.
Okay.
He drove it to California twice, actually before that, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
From 1963 till about 1978 as the farm truck.
Gotcha.
Hauled fertilizer and calves and dirt and whatever, grain.
Right. That's
Lots
awesome.
of stuff. So
yeah, so it's been a workhorse.
It's been a workhorse.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we measured it and we're about 4 inches too high, but I think we're gonna be able to squeeze it into the trailer. So let's get dragging this thing onto the trailer and see if we can get it to fit.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Tim.
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, we could try to air down tires. All right, ready? Yeah, one more person and then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. It made it.
Hey, hold up, let me get up and look at this cable.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm squeezing you. All right guys, so we got the International loaded up. We had to take the air out of the tires and add a little bit of weight to it just so we could clear that little bit of roof line there. But we got it in the truck, thankfully, and you're getting a detail still. So.
All right, what a deal.
I know, right?
I'm going to be happy.
Yeah.
Once I get it back, then I can do the mechanical work it needs, and we'll put it back on the road.
Yeah,
take it for a ride.
And that's why I do this, so you know. Yep. Well, I'm excited to clean it up and show it to you when I get back next week. So until then, Tim, I'll see you then.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Sitting in here right now, literally with an inch in between the roof and the roof of the truck. So let's see what we can do. Come on. Come on. God dang it. She does not want to move. I got a little tractor, a little redneck tractor over there. I'll probably just hook it up to this thing with a chain and start pulling it as I'm extracting it because this thing is not moving. Give her some gas. Come on now. We got it. We get it. Holy cannoli, dude. I'll tell you what. So off. So we almost got the truck out of the trailer. What I'm thinking is that this ramp is not at an angle enough for these back tires to drop to bring this roof down. I'm going to have to somehow get this trailer to jack up right here underneath of me so that I can get this back end to go down farther and then go from there. All right, we're pretty close up there, but not yet quite there. So I'm gonna get some air out of the tires. All right, how are we looking? It's better. All right, hook the tractor up. Let her out! Ow! Give her a couple more yanks. Once we get it out enough, we can air these 2 tires back up. Ow! All right. Let's get this weight out. We aren't fully cleared yet, so I'm gonna keep the front tires flat, but I'm gonna air up these back tires. It'll be easier to roll and I don't have to yank it so hard. All right, up and away. All right, now that I got the air in the tires, I'm gonna get the tractor going again, and we're gonna pull it probably just a foot, and then I'll be able to air up the front tires, and then it should just roll on its own. Come on, let's floor it. Let's get some juice. Here's some juice. Here's some juice. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. You're burning out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Yes. All right guys, so we got the International out of the trailer and now it's in my shop. As you can see, this thing is super filthy. It was parked right next to that 63 Dodge that we did last week, if you've seen that. So they're just as equally as dirty and the transformation is gonna be just as equally satisfying. So before I start washing on this, let's pop the hood and open up the doors, see what we're working with. So the interior, there's not a lot going on. Thankfully, there's not 4 doors, there's only 2 doors. So all we got is this bench and a window, a dash, and 2 door panels and this rubber floor mat. That's about it. It's not extremely filthy in here, but there is a lot of mouse droppings. Little 3 on the tree. There's a lot of you that are pretty young that probably don't even know what that is and how it works. It's just like a stick shift, but it's on your column. And you got a clutch still just like a stick shift, but it's on your column. First time I ever drove one was actually that 1951 Kaiser Fraser we did a few months back. So if you want to go check that out, that's cool, whatever. I noticed that it's all red in here. That's the original color. This truck was red and it was painted green. I could see on the outside some spots where the green came off and there's red showing underneath. So we're gonna have to be gentle with the exterior. What's cool about this International is actually you could pop the hood from either way. You could pop it from this side, or you could pop it from this side. But when you unlatch it, it actually unlatches here and here, and it's stayed latch over there. And if you wanted to take the hood off, which we will when we clean it, pop that side and this side, and then we could take the whole hood right off. There's no hinges that are actually like bolted onto the hood. It looks like we got a little straight 6 under here that is completely covered in grease again. The brothers really did not want anything to rust. We'll degrease this, clean it all up. Oh my God, there's a battery still in there and it is corroded. All right, now that we looked over the truck and you can see that it's super filthy, we're gonna start washing on it and seeing what we could do. I know that the truck has been repainted. Hopefully the paint is pretty decent so that we can polish this paint and make it shine like we did with the 63 Dodge last week. I'm really excited to see this transformation and get all the dirt off of it and just make that green pop. So enough said, let's get into this detail. hug it. Come here, little boy. Come on. Whoa, okay. All right, so we got the International all washed up. Now I'm gonna get to polishing the paint. This paint has been repainted, so this is not the original paint. It's not gonna shine up perfect, I already know that. So we're gonna run over it with the polisher. Hopefully we can get this paint to pop again. I wanna surprise him when we give it back to him. And then once I get this paint all shined up, then we'll start on the interior. Alright guys, so we got the whole thing polished up. I didn't get too crazy with it. Well, I mean, I got as crazy as I could. The paint, as you know, it's been repainted, so it's not a perfect paint job. So now that we're done with the exterior of it, I'm going to start on the interior, finish it up, and we're going to get this back on the trailer, haul it back to the owner and get his reaction. And we got another car we're picking up, so stay tuned to that. Thankfully, it's just a two-door pickup truck, so there's not a whole lot to do here, and it's just a dash, two door panels, this rubber floor mat, and the seat. Like, how much easier could it get, you know? So hopefully I can blast through this. First, we'll get some of this stuff out of here and start vacuuming it up. Oh, it's a big starter. All right, guys, we're back out in Brant, Michigan, dropping off that 1950 International. So yeah, got it all cleaned up inside and out. We didn't find any live mice like the Dodge last week.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, big transformation from what it was. So let me drop the gate and show you.
All right. Wow. Yeah.
All right, so we got the truck out. Now let's look it over a little bit. I know it looks a little bit different than the last time you saw it.
It looks a lot better. It looks a lot different.
Yeah, it was, you could barely tell the color, that's for sure. And when I was working on it, you know, I had the garage door open and people just kept stopping by all day. This was like the most attention getting truck that I've had in the shop.
That's great.
Yeah, so easy to take the hood off, being able to do the 2 hinges and then just pull it right off. So I picked it off and then rinsed off as much as I could under there. Actually, the hinge works now a little better than it did.
It was probably stiff. It hadn't been used for a while.
Yeah, it's a little stiff, but this is as best as I could get it. You know, it was pretty greasy, just like the other one.
There's a brace right here if you want to.
Oh, is it?
To hold the hood up.
Well, that would have been nice.
There we go.
Cool. Well, there we go. But yeah.
Yeah,
and one
there's
thing
a lot cleaner in here too.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing I've never noticed was in that air cleaner, you're supposed to fill it with oil.
Yeah, it's an oil bath air cleaner.
And what is that necessarily? What's it doing?
Well, when the air comes in there, it has to turn, and the oil gets on. I think there's a screen in there, and the oil gets on the screen.
Yeah.
And the oil and any dust in the air just sticks in the oil and doesn't go in the engine.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's how they used to make them.
Yeah.
Everything had that oil bath filter in there. So.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, I learned something every new working on these old cars, you know.
Yep.
So. And then yeah, I did the interior there. You know, there wasn't a lot to do. Thankfully, it wasn't 4 doors, you know, so it was only 2 doors. But yeah. So you know, and
you got the old carpet in there, and
so I didn't do much with that carpet, but I saw that. Did you put it in there?
My dad put that on.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah. He sewed it all around and everything, all around the bar and stuff. So I didn't want to cut it out of there. I'm sure the seat's
the seat's pretty ragged.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
That's why he put this in there to cover it up. And looks really good.
Yeah.
This one was originally, the whole truck was red.
Yeah.
And when they painted it, they just never painted the inside. So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I never saw it red, but I understand that was the original color.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I could see it on some spots, but for it being repainted, actually, it's not as. They did a good job for when it was done, because usually it's peeling everywhere when I'm doing a car and it's flaking off. And
a long time ago, like I said, we got the truck in probably '63, and it was this color then, so it hasn't been painted since then.
Yeah, so they didn't do a bad job, that's for sure. And then just went ahead and went around and polished it as much as I can. You know, I couldn't come 100%, but it was. It was really faded. You had no shine whatsoever at the beginning of it.
It looks amazingly a lot better than I thought it was gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't know what it was, you know, what condition it was, because it was so dirty. You know, you just never know until you rinse it off, and then you see what the paint's actually like, you know. And to be honest, I think it's a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be under there.
Yeah, I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, and the tires held there the whole time. Was it flat when you guys?
The one on that side on the front was flat.
Yeah, I mean, these tires are bulletproof.
The rest of them had some air in them, but we pumped them up and they just.
Yeah, they've been holding. I mean, I'm pretty surprised that, you know, these tires are pretty bulletproof.
Yeah, they are. They're heavy duty tires.
Yeah, so now it's all yours again. And,
all right.
Now what's your plans with it?
I want to get it to run, obviously, and then I'm not sure. I'm probably going to drive it to at least take it to a few shows.
Yeah.
Drive it around.
Right.
And I might take the extensions off the side and put one of my old motorcycles in the back for a display. And
that'd be fun.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, because with the sides off would even look pretty neat to have, you know, give it back that truck feel. You know, what was this used for?
That was for grain. We use it for grain.
That's what I thought. Okay.
He
Yeah.
filled it all up. Actually, that came on a. He had wood sides on it to begin with,
Okay.
and then he got this. Came on a parts truck that we bought.
Yeah.
And he put that on here. You know, oh, that's better. You know, and put that on, and yeah, we filled it with grain all the way up to the top.
Well, cool. I appreciate you letting me detail it. You know, that was fun to do. I haven't got to do a truck from the 50s yet. Done cars and stuff. But never
No,
a
you
truck,
have.
So I appreciate it, Tim.
Yeah.
And
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm going to head on out of here and go grab a Corvette now.
There you go.
So on to the next.
On to the next.